So guys, now in this video let's talk about pie chart. Okay, so assume we have a data of 5 persons. Okay, so in that case we can also use pie chart instead of bars, because mainly when you have a data of more than 5 persons or 5 things, then you use this bar plots. Okay, but when you have less than 5 things, then you can also use pie charts. So let me show you how you can use that thing. So obviously we have to import Matplotlib, obviously. So import matplotlib.pyplot, or you can say from matplotlib import pyplot, both are same basically, and we have to import pyplot as plt. Okay, then we can just set some slices, because you can see let me just quickly search in Google about pie charts, and you can clearly see in pie chart we have different slices, right? You can clearly see over here. So this is the one slice, then this is the second one, this is the third one. So we have different slices. So I can just write over here, slices will be equals to, assume 50 or 40 comma 70 comma 80 or something like that, some random datas. Okay, and then we have some labels. You can clearly see in the pie chart we have this one is for house, this one is for stocks, this one I don't know, folk or whatever. So let's make some labels. So labels will be equals to this is 40, and then the next one is 70, then the last one is 80. Fine. And now let's create a pie chart, right? So plt.py. To create a pie chart, you have to write plt.py. Okay, and inside the parentheses, let's just pass slices for now, and I'll show you how you can pass these labels and all. Okay, so after writing this, we can also add some titles. So plt.title, and assume this is a pie chart of random values, or whatever you can write over here, and then plt.show. Okay, that's it. Now if I run it, you can see we have a pie chart now. Okay, so this is the title, that is pie chart of random values. Then we have different color for different values, and this is like in pie chart, if the values are double, then also the pie chart will look same, because you can clearly see if I make it 80, the double of 40 is 80, the double of 70 is 140, and then 160, right? Now you can clearly see the pie chart still looks same, right? And now let's pass these labels. So labels will be equals to labels. Okay, now if I run it, now you can see we have these labels. So this is for 70, this is for 40, this is for 80. And we can also add a border, because you can see the border is now none. There is no border actually, but we can create a border of whatever color you want. Okay, so for that you just need to write over here wedge prop. Okay, wedge props, and that will be equals to, and then you have to write a curly braces, and then inside that we have to just write edge color, because it will make a color at the edges, right, at the edges of the pie charts. So edge color can be anything you want. So for now I'll just choose a black color, and then if I run it, okay, there is an inbuilt syntax. Yeah, this should be a colon instead of equals to sign. So yeah, let's run it. Now you can see we have a black color border, right? And what else? Let's just create explode. So before that, let me just choose the data from this horizontal bar graph. So we have this job sector and available post. Let me just quickly show you that thing. So job sectors, so this is the job sectors basically, and the available post at that particular job sector are some values, some random numbers, not random numbers, this is the true values of available post on that particular section in India. So we will just choose the 5 data. Okay, so we'll just choose the 5 datas. So let's just create you can say, let's just create a variable. Let's just copy only 5 data from here and paste it inside the slices. Okay, perfect. And again I'll just write job sector, and let's just copy only the 5 data 5 values and paste it inside the labels. Okay, fine, let's run it. Okay, there is an error. Label must be length of X. Okay, I think, yeah, we choose 5 slices, so we have to write 5 labels only, because we choose actually 6 labels. So let's remove one and let's run it again. So now you can see we have a pie chart of top available posts in India, right? So let's assume this customer service has something extra, or we wanna showcase only the customer service from this particular pie chart. So for that we just need to use a explode. Okay, explode will be equals to, assume by default it's 0, that's why the gap is 0 right now. So for customer service, that means the first one we have to set some gap, so 0.1, and except that rest of the things is perfect, so we will set them 0 by default. So 0 comma 0 comma, yeah, 4 times, that's perfect. Now if I run it, okay, now you can see there is no change because we didn't pass it over here. So we have to just write over here explode, it will be equals to explode, and let's run it. Okay, there is an invalid syntax again. Okay, we have to write comma over here. Let's run it again. Now you can see there is a 1% gap. So 0.1 basically means it will put a 1% gap over here. So if you just write over here 0.5, that means it will put a 50% gap over there. So you can see now this gap is actually 50%, right? So let's just put it 1 again. And you can also make this particular pie plot in 3D. So in that case you can just write over here shadow will be true. Okay, now if I run it, basically this particular theme doesn't have this option, so we actually need to change the theme. Okay, so I'll just choose this one and paste it under the import pie plot. Okay, and let's run this cell again. So you can see now the theme is changed, and now you can clearly see the shadows over here. So now it looks more 3D, and there is yeah, so you can see the customer service starts over here at this position, and if you wanna rotate the initial angle, you can also use start angle. So you can see the customer service starts with this particular line like this. Okay, now if you wanna make 90-degree angle, then it will start from here. Okay, so let's just write over here start angle, and that will be, okay, start angle, and that will be 90. And let's run this again. Now you can see the customer service is starting from here, not from there. Okay, so in this way you can also change the starting angles. And there is one more thing, that is string formatting. So if you know string formatting, that's fine. If you don't know, that's also fine. You don't need to learn that for now. I'll show you how you can use that. For example, you can see in this image we have the percentage as well. For example, the house containing 69% of the plot, right? So in that case we just need to use auto PCT. Okay, and then we can, okay, let's just put enter from over here, and yeah, now we can use the string formatting. For example, we can use float, integers, whatever percentage there is. So basically this total plot will be 100%, and customer service will contain some percentage of that 100%, then iTest will contain some percentage, LPO will contain some percentage, and all, right? So basically we want assume 1 decimal point percentage. Okay, so in that case we can just write percent 1.1 if percent. So this will show you the, you know, assume 90.1%, 80.2%, it will count up to 1 decimal point. And then we also want to showcase this percentage symbol. So this will basically means it will show something like this. Okay, let me just clear this thing out, and yeah, it will basically show something like this, 80.9 or something like that, and it will showcase you like this. We also want how to edit this, yeah, we also want this percentage symbol after the number, right? So for that we also need to write one more percentage over here. Okay, that's great. Now if I run it, okay, there is an invalid syntax. Yeah, again we mistake the comma over here. So let's run it again. Now you can see we have this percentage, so all are basically 20%. Why is that? Yeah, so you can see all values are same, so it is basically divided into equal parts. Let's change this with 33,000. This one will be 3,000 actually, and this will be 3,800, and it is 4,000. Okay, let's run it again. Now you can see it is showing up to 1 decimal point in the percentage number, right? And if you just write over here 1.2, it will show up to 2 decimal point. You can clearly see now it is showing up to 2 decimal point. And since we also want this percentage symbol over here, that's why we wrote 2% over there. So this is all about pie charts. So in this way you can use pie chart when you have a 5 or less than 5 data, because when you have a large amount of data, this will basically a maze of all the data. So in that case, it's suggested that you will use this horizontal bar graph or vertical bar graph, whatever you want. Okay,